Hello everyone, welcome to the Gaming News Roundup. My name is Amata and I'm going to give you all the juicy bits in gaming as of the 12th of June 2012. Any Final Fantasy fans out there will be happy to know that Final Fantasy 3 is being released. But you might automatically assume that it's being released for the PS Vita, but that is actually not the case. For some weird and bizarre reason that probably only makes sense to people at Square Enix, the game is coming to the PSP, which is a puzzling choice to say the least. Now obviously you will be able to play the game on your Vita if you download it. Now for those of you that are wondering, this version of the game will essentially be a port of the Nintendo DS version that came out back in 2006. Now this game will support the 16:9 ratio, as well as a gallery mode with BGM and illustrations, as well as the option for switching to the original NES music, and an auto battle option that doubles the speed battle to 2 times. So some interesting features there. I especially like the addition of the functionality of being able to switch to the original music. I'm sure that will please a lot of you out there. A bit of nostalgia trip there. I'm sure the music that's been done for this particular remake is excellent, but you know, sometimes you just want to feel that nostalgia, and it's just nice to have it on there. Now the price of this will be 3,990 yen, approximately $50 on UMD, and 3,300 yen, approximately 41.50 on the PlayStation Network. So it's actually a little bit cheaper if you just want to download it over PSN, which is good news for any Vita owners who may want to play this game. Now this is out in Japan on September 20th, so we'll most likely see it sometime early next year or late this year. So yeah, a little bit of a strange choice there by Square Enix to put it on the PSP instead of the Vita, because as anyone in the know is bound to know, the PS Vita isn't doing especially well, on a port of the Nintendo DS remake of Final Fantasy 3 might have been the little kick that it needed, but maybe it still will help a little given that you can just download it onto your Vita. And supposedly Nintendo is already starting to think about the 3DS successor. Now obviously they're happy with the 3DS at the moment, and you know, they're not going to be kicking it out anytime soon, but they have already started batting around ideas apparently for the future generation of handhelds. Now I've got a direct quote here: "I feel like I'm really satisfied with the 3DS hardware as it is. I feel like it's the best for this generation. What we're thinking about right now is probably going to be for a future generation of handheld." Now basically Miyamoto, who obviously said the quote, emphasised that there's still plenty to be done with the 3DS and with 3D gaming. And he also dismissed the suggestion to revise the 3DS with a built-in second analog or circle pad. So yeah, interesting news there. I suppose it shouldn't be surprising that they're already thinking about it. I mean, obviously this will take years to actually come to fruition. It will probably take a while before they even have a solid blueprint or whatever it is, or solid idea for what they want for the next console. But you know, as well as that, obviously the 3DS as well isn't doing amazingly well, and neither is the Vita. So they're obviously trying to think of what they've done wrong with this particular generation. So they're probably trying to think now, while this is all what's happened with the 3DS is still fresh in their minds and the mistakes that they've made, so they can try and avoid them in the future. Now personally, I'm not sure how long handhelds will actually have left, considering how much more powerful phones and tablets are growing just pretty much every year. The phones are getting insanely powerful. Even my phone, which isn't actually a top of the line one, is pretty damn good. Tablets obviously even more so, especially for gaming, so I imagine that the handhelds don't have much time left, but I think they'll at least get one more generation out of it. And the Diablo 3 fans of you out there will be interested to know that the Real Money auction house is now live. It's now been officially activated, and of course now you can put items that you found in game for sale for real money, and obviously others can do the same and you can buy them. To be able to use this system, you'll have to tie an authenticator to your account, as well as a sign in for the Battle.net SMS Protect if you're going to use PayPal. A community manager did say that you can use alternative methods of payment, so you don't have to use the authenticator or Battle.net SMS Protect. So for anyone out there who does not want to use these services with their copy of Diablo 3 for whatever reason, rest easy, because you can just play with a credit card and other forms of payment. They don't actually say in this particular quote what this other forms of payment may be, but I'm sure a major credit card or debit card is enough for most people to please them. Now, they have also said that they will not be listing items on the auction house, so basically this idea is to let prices stabilise, and it will basically be based solely on player supply and demand, which is obviously the way a real company is supposed to work. And hopefully Blizzard will be able to ban those pesky people who have actually been able to get past the Diablo 3 security and basically stop them from rinsing the auction house. Hopefully this will get sorted out soon. The auction house is controversial enough without any trouble surrounding it. So yeah, that's it for that particular piece of news. I personally don't really agree with the idea of a real money auction house for Diablo 3, but that's an entirely different topic. Hopefully I'll be bringing that up in a future video or something like that, because I feel like this whole topic needs to be discussed further. And finally, some Rayman fans will be very pleased to hear this, because it's looking like Rayman Legends may not be an exclusive to the Wii U. Now this pleases me quite a lot, because Rayman Origins was a cracking game, and please do check out our playthrough and first impressions of it on the channel. I do actually need to continue that playthrough, but it's a very good game, very much in the spirit of the classic Rayman game, so I'm pleased to hear that this may be coming to other consoles other than the Wii U. Now basically what they've said is, we're not really saying it's a Wii U exclusive, although right now what we're showing is the Wii U version. We're looking at a lot of different lore drops, so we'll keep you guys updated as soon as we know for sure, but right now we're just talking about the Wii U. So it looks like it's going to be released on the Wii U at launch, but hopefully will be available on the Xbox, PS3 and PC after that. I personally would just be happy if they just released it on any platform, really, you know, any platform that I can actually play it on. I'm not entirely sure whether I'll be getting a Wii U at launch. I'll probably wait a little while to purchase it, as I do tend to do when there's a new console release. I'm not an early adopter myself. I like to get a good back catalogue of titles that I actually want to play before I purchase it. So I'll be very pleased if they do actually officially confirm that Rayman is going to be released for the other platforms as well, and I'm sure they won't neglect any, because they did release on all three, Xbox and PC and PS3 last time. Although the PC release was obviously a little bit later than the others, that's absolutely fine, that's pretty standard these days. I'm just pleased to hear that non-Wii U gamers will be able to get their hands on this title. Anyway guys, it's me done for the day with this gaming news roundup. I really hope you've enjoyed this particular video. As always, feel free to leave me any comments below with what you might think of our channel and the videos in general, and feel free to give us a like and press that subscribe button if you're feeling generous. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.